just in the nick of time by Marino. If he doesn't close that when he does.
It's a block in front, John Marino. Knocked off the puck by Marino. Marino, nice move. Marino, he scores! John Marino!
Oh yeah, I'd say he's the epitome of every typical characteristic you'd say of Boston or Massachusetts. He's a super loyal guy and definitely puts his friends and his loved ones first.
Always kind of a grouch, but you know, he means well at the end of the day, and he's also one of my best friends.
What's it like every time you go to TD Garden and play a game?
Yeah, it's always a little extra special, right? To go back to your hometown and, you know, see friends and family. And, you know, like you said, you know, you grow up a Bruins fan. You know, you have posters on your wall, Bruins players and everything like that. Obviously, it's different when you get older, but, yeah, it's still a little, you know, nostalgia coming back to Boston for sure.
How would you describe what's it like being from Massachusetts outside of hockey?
Yeah, I think it's great. I don't want to be one of those guys who say it's the best place ever, but, you know.
But it's the best place ever?
It's the best place ever, yeah. I love the Four Seasons, being able to come back in the summer too. You know, kind of everything about it just kind of makes it feel like home.
When you're from a certain area, or, you know, and you've lived there all your life, I think there's always a special bond with the ocean and the water.
I think everyone's pretty proud to be from around the Boston area and from Massachusetts. So, you know, you're always going to have that, you know, that loyalty, that camaraderie, you know, with people from there.
How would you define what hockey culture is here throughout this state?
Yeah, it's kind of solidified in the culture here, right? Original 6-team Bruins, college hockey, even, you know, back in the day, high school hockey here. So, you know, hockey's been a huge thing in Boston for a long time.
Second pass comes all the way back to center. It's Marino out of the box with a breakaway. Marino toward the goal. He scores! His first National Hockey League goal in his hometown. Can you script it any better? John Marino.
No, you don't. Look at this. The family Marino.
I started playing because my twin brother actually, he was born with deformed legs.
His legs curled out 120 degrees. He couldn't walk. So we took him to Children's Hospital in Boston. They said, put him on skates at 18 months old. And I took him 3 times a week for years, and we never looked back.
Obviously, you put one foot on skates, put the other on skates, so that's kind of how it started. You know, when you're like 5, 6, and you're just playing up with a few guys, or, you know, with older guys, and then, you know, you just kind of continue it. You know, you just never stop. You don't think about it as a kid, right? You're just skating for the love of the game. So I just started to keep going competitive when, you know, when you're just young, you're having fun, and, you know, you find something you're good at. You don't think about the long-term effect or anything. You're just having fun, playing for the love of the game.
John Marino skating into the offensive zone by himself now, taking down the defenseman in front, centering, score! A terrific pass!
When you were deciding the next steps of your hockey career and you decided to go to Harvard, why did you choose to stay in the area you're from and play for that team in particular?
To have the opportunity to stay in Boston and, you know, be close to home, but, you know, you're far away enough where you don't have to see your parents too much. Yeah, it's, you know, it's hard to say no to, right? So I think it was pretty special. I was, you know, able to do that and have that opportunity.
Turnover here. Marino will get it back in over the line for Krusko. They try to put it in front, and they do, and they score.
There's 4 of us in our friend group. The other 2 friends of ours would say, what do you think? Like, what are the chances that he actually gets a shot or makes it? And I thought from a very early age that he had every opportunity, every chance to make it.
I still hope he's good enough to play the next game.
Your goal was your second game-winning goal of the season. It might have been a lucky bounce, but a very deserved goal. Can you walk me through what you saw and how that went in?
Shoot the puck. Went in.
When it comes to who John is as a hockey player, how would you describe who he is?
I think he's a great puck-moving defenseman, great first pass, good out of the zone.
He's a work in progress. He's a great teammate.
John in the locker room is probably the funny guy. although he is serious and serious about his craft, that everyone is lighthearted and they have a good time as well.
Yeah, I'd say probably more laid back, but try to keep the room light in the locker room, bring a good attitude to the rink, checking in on the guys, just being able to hang around them. I mean, it's hard to have a bad day in the NHL, right? So that's that kind of attitude you want to bring.
Broken up, good stick, Marino. Oh, that was a heads-up play there by Marino.
Knowing someone that plays in the NHL is probably one of those things that's like, whoa, hang on a second, this is actually happening. I think I pride our friend group on how close we are and how grounded, because it doesn't matter how successful one of us are. We all came from the same type of background, same type of people, so we were there before all the cameras and etc. So it's definitely very cool. It's a cool experience, but he's just the same guy.